Hello and welcome. Come on in and make yourself at home. You are much appreciated for just being here on my channel, ArtsyNotFartsy, where we create without judgment or pressure and hope to inspire you to do the same. My name is Julia and I'm working kind of backwards here. I'm putting down a black permanent outline to my faint pencil drawings. I work backwards because I have a syndrome called EDS and deal with some pain. I can't always walk the stairs to my craft room, so I draw in my bed or at the kitchen table. I draw from my mind, never realistic, never perfect, but always authentic. And when a good day comes, I go to my craft room and immerse myself in my background, or several of them. Today my goal is to make a whimsical flowery feel to the message Welcome Spring. A couple of journal pages just dedicated to welcoming spring. And if you, like me, live in the northern part of Sweden, you can surely relate to my message. Now the fun begins in coloring these flowers in, and I use my Arteza Everblend alcohol markers that my husband gifted me. I appreciate their vibrant colors, and they are lovely to blend and practice blending with. I go from lightest to darkest and back again, trying to achieve some dimension. This part is my mindfulness, when I can focus on what's in front of me and tune the world out. I feel the same way about cutting them out, or fussy cutting as some call it with dread in their voice. I like having a lot of cutting to do, and often while I'm watching TV. Here I am, before I'm doing my background, and I'm trying to figure out what makes it onto my journaling pages or what to say for another page. When I'm done looking through these, the time is here to do the background. I'm choosing a simple background with the Distress Oxide Sprays, but you can use anything, watercolor, acrylics or your kids' crayons. I've chosen these colors: peacock feathers, squeezed lemonade and cracked pistachio. Reminding myself to shake them well before using, I start with a mist of plain water and then go to town with my colors. I spray them in a couple of places, starting with the lightest and finishing off with the water. And yes, that is a blow dryer drying my pages. I have a tool for embossing, but not for drying paper. Use what you have. My journaling pages look gorgeous as it is, but I will keep going on my background, adding a favorite stencil from Dilutions by Diane Revley and spraying over it with plain water. Distress oxides are water reactive, and when they are drying or dabbed off with a kitchen roll, the most beautiful drops appear. This technique is called ghosting. You could leave this as it is, but I will keep going and adding a swirly stencil from ArtsyNotFartsy. I place it over my journaling pages and I take my cracked pistachio, shaking it well before using it, committing to the task at hand, and spraying it firmly a couple of times over the yellow parts. Now I have a botanical swirly look that I'm happy with. Next, I decided that my message in these pages will be "Don't wait for it," stamped out in a plain alphabet that I bought on second hand, stamped in Memento Tuxedo black ink, and I also stamped out "Welcome Spring" in this larger and more whimsical alphabet, also second hand. Then I glue my flowers on, and while I'm doing that, I'm just wanting to remind you that you don't need a full collection of paints or inks, and you don't need endless supplies. I don't have one full set of anything. I buy colors that I like, and many supplies are second hand. Here you can see "Welcome Spring" stamped out on watercolor paper. I feel the strips are too bleak and will be overshadowed by my busy page. So I spray my background colors on a plastic sheet and take my water brush to try to pick up those colors and tie the background together with my message. It might look a bit muddy now, but I promise I will make them pop. My first course of action is to take a black ink pad and gently rubbing it against the sides of my message to make the colors pop. Then I'm finding out where I want them and gluing them down. The grand finale is my favorite part of my creative journey, doodling. I start out with a black gel pen on that "Welcome Spring" message. Then I doodle on, outlining everything to give it more purpose, like it's supposed to be there. And lastly, I go over everything again with a white gel pen, giving some glimmers and dimension. And here it is, my Welcome Spring pages. Thank you so much for watching, and please leave a comment or consider popping by again soon. I have so much to create. See you soon, and remember, artsy not fartsy.